Hey, what's up? Hello, y'all. It's the High Fashion Hippie. Thank you for tapping in with your friend. Go ahead on and like, comment, and subscribe. And drop down and get your eagle on in the comments to let me know that you was in the building. Okay, thank you for checking in with this episode 2, Kandi and the Gang, Family Recipe for Disaster. Let's get straight into it. We start this episode with Melvin and Patrick. Okay, these are Kandi's little godson, cousins, little baby brothers. You know, she looks out for them. And we have seen that throughout Real Housewives of Atlanta history. Kandi has looked out for Melvin and Patrick. She took them up under her wing, you know, and kind of made a way for them to feed the family. I mean, not feed the family, but you know, she done made a way for them to be successful. Like Patrick said down the line in this episode, he want to be that. He want to be that next version of Kandi to take care of the family. So yeah, him and cousin Melvin. Melvin is the chef. I would say head chef over at OLG. He learned to cook from his grandma Bertha. Okay, Aunt Bertha is Melvin and Patrick's grandma, if I am mistaken. That's both of their granny. You could tell they got some good energy, even though Patrick is expecting Melvin to be cooking for him every day. Melvin like, boy, please, you got you a whole woman out here, man. I ain't about to be cooking for you every day. Yes, y'all. Patrick has a girlfriend, okay? Her name is Safari. And apparently they together. She done made him settle down, change your ways. She done made him settle down and change his ways, so he say. This is just going to be so interesting to see how the season unfolds, y'all. I just can't wait to see the dynamics between Patrick's girlfriend Safari and Chandrika. Like, because you know, Chandrika done already said that her and Patrick had a situationship. So let's see. I'm interested. I'm buckling in. I'm sitting in tight. Next, we switch over to Dominique, okay? And Brandon, let me go ahead on and put some respect on Dominique's name because I probably had called her Dominique last night in my episode 1 recap. So, yeah, my bad, y'all. I mean, just so y'all know, her name is Dominique. She's a professional background dancer. She toured with Kandi and the Dungeon Crew, then danced for Megan Thee Stallion, Trina, Spice, the list goes on and on. Your girl is mad talented, okay? She meeting up with Brandon, her manager, tonight. They having like some little sneaky link up. They definitely don't want their attraction to each other to be revealed to the rest of the messy ass cast and crew over at the restaurant. You feel me? They want to keep this under wraps as long as possible, even though it's a little too late for that, in my opinion, the way that y'all was all hugged up at the mixer last week. She's like, what do you want from me? And you know what he want. Brandon is in it for the long run, it seems. He started working at OLG just off the strength of Dom being the bartender there in the first place. Like, they did not know each other. He started working there to get closer to her. Like, that was a long shot in itself. He didn't even know if he was going to get hired or not. You feel me? So I feel like he's definitely going to wait it out as long as it takes, as long as possible. He seems like he's going to be patient with whatever decision Dom is going to make as far as which way their relationship is going to go. I mean, he seemed patient until he tried to steal that kiss. It was definitely a no for Dom. She curved the hell out of that man. Dom goes on to explain how her career as a dancer just doesn't really work or mesh well with her job as a bartender at OLG. You know, it does seem like she's at the restaurant on a very part-time basis. Honestly, like if she has to audition, try out, book the gig, work the gig, you know, like it's gonna be a multiple city tour type thing. She's gonna be away from the job more than she's there, in my opinion. And I mean, I just don't get like her attitude toward it not working, because it seemed like she needs to be there when she's not working as a dancer. And it seemed like Kandi provides that open door, revolving door to the OLG for all the past and the present staff members. They seem to be able to come and go, not necessarily as they please, but if you do decide to go, even if it's on bad terms, Kandi ain't gonna hold no grudge against you. She'll let you come back. Kandi is very lenient and understanding of her staff and their needs, obviously. Okay, so next we got Torrin. He calling and getting the girls together over at his spots. He got some raw vegetables on the cutting board, kind of giving Fallon Pena vibes from Real Housewives of Atlanta, that Halloween party that she threw, and it was just kind of like a no as far as the food go. At least this is a quick little cute little chit chat get together over at Torrance, and not like no events you inviting 7 grown women to, okay, with stomachs that growl. Stomachs that growl, girl. So you know how this is. They at Torrance spot. He want to get the tea on everybody at the job before he come back. Okay, like what's been going on? What's up? What's down? Who's there? Who's not? You know, that type of vibe. They talk about that for a very brief moment before Torrin gets to the business with Dom and just cut to the chase like he said. I'ma just cut to the chase. I'ma just break the ice. What do you say? I'ma just break the ice. Are you dating someone, Dom? Are you dating anyone? Girl, she was looking so annoyed, and it's like, Drika, did you sit up here and tell this man about my, are you sitting up here and talking to Torrin, telling him my business? Yeah, we're all cool, but as of right now, I just don't really want nobody to know. And, if you work in a workplace environment, the more people, it just get messy real quick. The story travels fast, and before you know it, everybody will think they keeping a secret for the next person that told them not to tell. Okay, but lo and behold, everybody knowing your business. So that's what it seemed like Dom is trying to avoid. On the other hand, Drika want the cat to be on off the bat. Honestly, it feel like Drika done probably said a little something to Torrin before Dom got there, because she did arrive first. Now, this is all just speculation because it wasn't on camera. But the way that she was over there sitting on that couch, kind of turned over to the side, it was giving me very much like, don't look at me, I ain't said nothing. That's how it was looking, y'all. I think she probably said a little something, dropped a little clue or a hint for Torrin to even bring it up. It was just weird and awkward and just unexpected. But honestly, he could have just witnessed the way that they were all hugged up at the mixer, okay, last week. Maybe that's where he coming from. Maybe Drika told him something. Who knows, child? So if you saw last night's episode of Speak On It with the old lady gang members, you know that everybody loves Brian, okay? Aunt Nora, Bertha, and Mama Joyce are all excited that Brian is returning, or that he has came back, because you know that this season or this show is not live, y'all. So it had been taped and filmed and wrapped. So they all happy that Brian came back. Brian is just as happy to be back in the building. And I believe that he used to be a bartender when he was originally working there, but now he's coming in as a server. He's getting to know Philip, and Philip is just like, kind of just like, how Philip is. Like Brian said, he's an asshole. Like, I'm really curious to see if Brian gets the same flack that Chandrika got last week for really not feeling Philip in the way that he was coming at the crew. He did say he's in the confessional. That's the only difference. But, it was sad. The feeling is there. So, he's a very fun, spirited person. He moving around downstairs. He like, when the casket get here? Because we look like we in the funeral home. And it definitely did. The way them flowers was just, the letters was sitting up there just looking dry. Just looking still and just like, not looking like it. It wasn't hitting on shit, really. The decoration downstairs. So Brian, he liked to make his jokes with everybody. Oh, welcome to Magic City. That's my other job. He's so cute. I adore Brian, and he does seem like a customer favorite. He seems like a staff favorite as well. He seemed to get along with everybody except Philip, and it's just because Philip is the fun police. He's not here to see nobody smiling and enjoying their time at work, and that's just it, and that's all. Okay, Brian is Philip. He going to the little employee get together after work, and he's like, no, I do not. That's a conflict of interest. So we won't see him there, and it's probably for the best. Honestly, they probably was just inviting him to be courteous. But nobody want Philip to come and be a wet blanket over here at down at the bar where they about to go at anyway. So the staff meet up at Siva's. This is a cool little hookah bar and lounge in Atlanta. And they all trickle in bit by bit, group by group. So we have the original employees, as they love to keep reminding Philip, oh, because I've been here. I know that, honestly, this is something that I feel like he is tired of hearing because he's new on board over at OLG. Brian, Torin, they all want to keep saying about, oh no, I was the original. Okay, well, you left. You left and now you back and I'm the head chef. Okay, I'm the new sheriff in town. So you ain't got to keep saying where you done came or how long you been here, because you wasn't here when I got here. So to me, you're just starting. I kind of feel Philip on that, in that aspect, but that's where it stops. So they all get in there. Drika start moving and rearranging musical chairs and having Brandon sit closer to Dom, and I can just tell that Dom is over it. She's like, girl, like, you blowing up my spot right now. You're drawing attention to a situation that really ain't nobody checking for, but you're making it a little bit too obvious. I could tell that Dom is probably irritated with her homegirl for low-key putting her out there on Front Street to be exposed. Okay, so we got the original crew, like I was saying. Then we got Shardo. He's an outsider from Blaze. You could tell he's getting to know this group as well, just kind of figuring out. He's sitting back and observing. I paid attention and I noticed that, he really wasn't saying too much. He's just letting them talk and seeing what's up with everybody, seeing how everybody get down. Then Patrick comes. Patrick arrives and they get to talking about Drika not being satisfied with pay. Okay, Family Dollar paying more than OLG is paying her to be a host. I mean, hosts really don't get paid that much in general. And I mean, if Family Dollar is paying $17, they probably ain't getting no full-time hours for one, and they damn sure ain't getting no benefits. I don't know if they're getting benefits at OLG, but it is a benefit in itself to come to work late or whenever you want to and still have a job. So Chandrika, kill it. And you definitely don't need to be talking all this mess in front of Patrick, because please believe his antennas is going, his ears is wide open, and he gonna run back and tell Mama Kandi everything that was said. Y'all was so worried about Philip coming to this little get together, or I don't even know if y'all was worried about him, but I could imagine that y'all had y'all reservations about him being there, when whole time y'all should have been worried about talking all this mess in front of Patrick. Okay, other side of the table we got Brian and Torin. Okay, so Brian didn't already let it be known that him and Torin was friends. Okay, they didn't try dating, talking, whatever, but it just isn't gonna work because Torin has that anaconda, and basically Brian don't want none. That anaconda will ruin your life. Like, who really wants that? Like, I do not understand size queens. Like, yeah, it's just a no for me, and obviously it's a no for Brian as well. Now it's time for the family intervention, and y'all, if you ain't seen Kandi speak on it from last night, you need to go check that out and see how the aunties was getting all upset and worked up regarding Cousin Kim and the blow up between her and Mama Joyce. Okay, so Cousin Kim, I believe, is Aunt Bertha's daughter, and she used to be the manager down at OLG. She ended up getting into a huge blow up with Mama Joyce. Okay, everybody know how Mama Joyce can talk to people, and basically that's what Kim said it was about, the way Mama Joyce was talking to her, and she just got fed up with it. Okay, we know Mama Joyce can go in and not know when to stop, can go in and not be held accountable for the havoc that she wreaks when she does it. Okay, Kim got fed up and she basically walked out and asked who was coming with her. Mama Joy said that was the breaking point. That's what she said on the Speak On It last night. Mama Joy said when Kim asked who was coming with her, that really took her over the top, and she started going off. Okay, so Kandi is considering or thinking or wanting to bring Kim back into the manager role over at OLG. Like, they're trying to just get that whole thing back at the restaurant. So they're thinking of bringing back the people that had it popping and had it in shape when it was. So before they could even do that, they need to have this intervention to make sure it ain't gonna be no bad blood boiling over into the restaurant. We don't want no tension, because you know the old lady gang members is always in the building. Okay, putting their nose in everything and just being there. Sometimes it's a good vibe and sometimes they in the way. But when they there, it ain't gonna be no walking past, and I think Mama Joyce would probably make that a very uncomfortable situation to be in. She would talk mess unapologetically in front of Kim, about Kim. I'm just saying, like, y'all know how Mama Joyce get down. So Kandi gets the gang together, the family gang, okay, the old lady gang, the real gang. Okay, she get them together at her spot. Her cousin Winnie seems to be the family mediator to get everybody back together. And they're basically getting it all out in the open. Kim is speaking her piece, like, okay, Mama Joyce, you talking about get the out my kitchen. Mama Joy said, I didn't say that. I didn't say get out my kitchen, because I don't even see that as my restaurant. Okay, it went from I don't even see that as my restaurant to y'all know that ain't my restaurant. So basically that was Mama Joyce admitting, like, yeah, I was saying that. I don't think Kim is lying. Okay, I don't think Kim is lying, but we know that can't nobody check Mama Joyce. Kandi's not going to let it go down, period. So, Cousin Kim, you're going to have to sit a back seat on this one. You probably won't be returning to OLG anytime soon, because you see how upset this was. Aunt Nora was about to haul off, okay, and break her foot off in somebody's ass. Not my beloved Aunt Nora. Like Kandi said, y'all think Aunt Nora is so sweet, but Aunt Nora with the biz naive, okay? Aunt Nora ain't for the play. And if you watch the Speak On It, you know that this is still a very touchy subject for the aunties, okay? Because it upset all three of them. All three of y'all was upset. Bertha got up and walked off. Aunt Nora, Mama Joyce patting her leg down, okay? Kept patting Aunt Nora like, Aunt Nora was telling Kandi like, I don't want them to show that. I don't want them to show me acting a fool. She did not want this scene to really be in the episode, apparently. And apparently it was even bigger than what we saw it as. Like Kandi said, like, you know, it wasn't even that much that made it past the editing room floor, basically. She tried to reassure Aunt Nora of that, but Auntie Nora was so afraid that she was out here looking like Portia Williams, acting a goddamn fool. No, you wasn't doing all that, Aunt Nora, but you was about to be. Kandi said, Aunt Nora, everybody thinks she's so sweet, but she can cut up, okay? So don't get it twisted. Don't let the sweet face fool you. Kim was still upset, y'all. After they got up and decided they was going to eat chicken wings because they was done with the whole argument, Kim was still upset, and she was not trying to hug nobody. Okay, Aunt Bertha talking about, come on, you want to give her a hug? She like, not right now, Mama. Not right now. I ain't trying to give out no hugs right now. Like, and then for them, the way that they just got up, like, okay, let's go eat. Like, it was just like, y'all just dismissed, basically, the way that Kim was feeling. Kim puts herself out there and let y'all know how she was feeling, okay? Then got herself all worked up just for y'all to walk off on her. Like, what the kind? That would have really pissed me off. So we back at the restaurant with it, and Don Juan is basically giving us the tea on Torrin, letting us know about his troubled past there at the restaurant. Okay, I ain't gonna say troubled, but the way he left was kind of janky. Okay, but they were wearing the boy thin. He was working as a manager, and he was their events planner. I don't think that he was getting paid for like both or something like that. I don't know. It was some issues, and basically Torrin just left after the panorama. He decided, like, you know what, COVID going on, this is the perfect time for me to, as soon as she buy that wine, I'm gonna just creep up from behind and be out of this thing. Don Juan says he sees Torin as a little brother and he just wants to bring him back into the OLG, pull him up into the ranks, and give him another opportunity to shine. Torin is up for the task, okay? He's here, he's back, he's ready in his white pants. He's ready for Easter, as Don Juan say. So Don Juan sent him over to the event space. Torin runs into Philip, and it's another awkward, uncomfortable, unnecessary encounter. Philip throwing his weight around. I mean, even Philip's boyfriend had already said to him, yeah, you're mean. Like, I can't even imagine. More than mean, you an asshole, straight up, Philip. That's just it, and that's the only way to describe your boy. Okay, so then we cut to Patrick and Kandi over here by the bar. Patrick is basically giving Kandi the rundown on everything that was said the night before when the employees met up, okay? And Chandrika had all the complaints about her pay. Patrick telling, and Kandi is like, who said that? Who got complaints about pay? And he hesitated, but I really feel like he was gonna let it be known anyway that it was Chandrika, because for some reason, y'all, I'm getting the feeling that even though they talked and they had a situationship, as Chandrika told us, Patrick, he just seems like this is his immaturity seeping out. Like, I know your loyalty is to your family, but for everybody to be comfortable with you and for them to be talking amongst themselves as employees, like, why you had to go there? You did used to talk to this girl, but he just seemed like the kind of guy, like, I don't fuck with you no more, so I don't fuck with you no more. Kandi, like, girl, how she complain about pay? She's barely here in the first place. So that's when I said, yeah, they complain about pay, they complain about working there, but they always come running back, and Kandi let them, okay? Because like I said, it seems like this is an environment that she allows her day ones at the OLG to come and go as they please and leave. Even if it's on bad terms, they can come back and she ain't holding no grudge against them. And Kandi can hold a grudge, okay? I mean, maybe not against Portia Williams, because it's Kandi holds a professional grudge. Because the same thing with Nene, she give motherfuckers opportunities. Like, look back at how Nene was acting with her just because she came onto the show with money already. Now we talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I need to reference this back to make my point even more solid. You feel me? So Kandi gave that opportunity for Nene to be a comedian on her show when they was touring. I think that's when Escape was touring. She had Nene come and host and do comedy until Nene messed that up with her inappropriate joke. Okay, but I'm only saying all of that to say, when it comes to doing business, if she feel like you gonna increase the bag flow, okay, if you gonna increase the coin count, then you can come on the board. You can join the team. You can be a part of the Kandi Coded crew. I might not mess with you for real outside of work, but when it comes to getting this bread together, if I feel like you're an asset, then we can go head on and do business, okay? That's how I feel like Kandi sees it. That's how I feel like that's her outlook on everything. And once the business portion stops, then she ain't fucking with it. Period. So let me know what y'all think about this episode of Kandi and the Gang, episode 2, Family Recipe for Disaster. Let me know what you're looking forward to happening. Let me know if you're looking forward to seeing how Patrick's girl Safari and Chandrika gonna interact. I'm looking forward to that for sure. Go ahead on and like, comment, and subscribe once again to your girl, and get down in the comments. I'll talk to y'all. Bye.